down my sword, but in return, you gotta let go of the girl. Do it, man. Set, go!
Alright guys, welcome to the third episode of the Blurred Line podcast where we talk about identity and diversity. I am Ramsey Gomez and today I have my good friend Ken Hioki, Ken Hioki, because he's senpai.
No, Sama is actually just mean.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
You're above us. It's kind of a joke.
Yeah.
So this is my friend Ken, and he's going to just introduce yourself, man. Just kind of
All right.
how
So how I met Ramsey.
Yeah.
Okay, I knew I met you from school at and jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
And okay and
and you're a pretty badass purple belt.
Yeah, you too, man.
No, thanks, man.
Okay, so I was born in Thailand, in Bangkok. So I'm half Thai and half Japanese, and my mom Japanese, my dad's Thai, and I grew up mostly in Thailand, and I stayed in Japan. I went to first year elementary school, 1 year in Japan.
Okay.
For 1 year, and also like what do you call ninth grade? Ninth grade for 1 year in Japan.
Okay.
And
the rest of the time.
The rest is in Thailand.
Mainly in Thailand.
Mainly in Thailand, except for the junior year in high school. I went to Maryland, America.
Oh,
Maryland
cool. Yeah.
for exchange
Virginia.
student. Yeah, no, Maryland.
Oh, Virginia.
Yeah, it's close to DC. Like
ignore me.
It's called, it was a really good time in Maryland for me, and and I also did 2 year in 2 year in Hawaii. Like I did like a college in 2 year in Hawaii.
2 years in Hawaii.
Yeah, so I have like three year total in the state in the U.S.
So 2 years in Hawaii, 1 year in Maryland, and 2 years in the public education system for Japan.
Oh yeah. For like a Japanese school.
Yeah. And then most of the time is in Thailand. And then you went to university. You did the rest of your university here.
Yeah, I did I did like a little bit in Penang in Malaysia, but I didn't finish it. So only like 8 months, maybe 6 months, 2 semesters I think, and.
So that's why you went to.
That's why I know Penang and Malaysia a little bit. Yeah.
Okay, got you. And so you still have friends over there?
Yeah, I have friends in Penang.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Did you understand the language? Did they speak?
No, they speak English. Like I think like most people can speak English. Maybe all, like I don't know.
Oh man, that's good.
Yeah. Malaysia is I think they study English like their second, like seriously, like they study like very English. They have a good English culture.
Thanks. So that means I don't have to worry then.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about maybe in Thailand, but in Thailand.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry. Yeah. I'm gonna go visit Ken in Thailand in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
He's moving back over there. He's leaving me.
I'm moving.
But yeah, how long have you been in Japan this time?
So 2015 beginning. So almost 5 years.
5 years in Japan.
Yeah, 5 years in Japan. So 5 years.
And then you're leaving and you're going back to Phuket.
Yeah, I'm going back to Phuket.
How long are you going there for? Are you gonna stay there? Are you gonna go back to America? Are you gonna move to Africa next? What's going on?
No, I try to stay in Phuket for a while. I don't know how long. You know,
Yeah.
maybe I get bored. I move. You know.
Fair enough, as one does.
Yeah. Yeah. So what's the blur line? What's the blur line that what's this what question? Yeah.
Oh no, no.
No,
But
I don't know. I think I finished introducing myself. So
Well,
let's go
I guess,
next. Let's go next.
what's your how did your parents meet exactly? What's
Oh, okay. So
Ken's trying to get out of here. He just want to answer questions and leave.
my dad my dad study he studied dentist in Thailand, and he went to study like what's called, like, you know, when you finish like a doctor, you go to like a specific like a ortho dentist, I think. Yeah, he went to Germany.
Yeah.
So for like 6 years, I think.
Wow.
So I think and my mom was in Germany for university as well. So that's how they met.
Oh, okay.
In Germany. Yeah.
Oh, sick. So wait, they're both dentists?
No, my mom she passed away actually, but
oh, dude, I'm
yeah,
sorry.
I think I told you before. Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Right, but yeah, but she was a musician. Like, she's playing electron like a electric piano. You know.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's called electron, I think. Yeah. So yeah, they moved back to Thailand, to Bangkok, and that's where I born. That's born in, yeah. And
so you were born in Bangkok, but you've lived most of your life in Phuket.
After like my mom passed away and my dad moved to Phuket. I think I was like 6 maybe. Yeah.
Okay.
So like, yeah, and Phuket is like,
it's probably better, right?
Phuket is very now it's getting more popular and there's more people. Like, before it was still like a countryside, you know, like Inaka, like very, and just have a nice beach and small town. Now it's become like a populated area now. But
it's beautiful over there.
Yeah, it's the beach and everything's very nice.
I'm really excited to go visit over there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to train, man. I go back there. I just want to train.
Yeah, dude. I want to train over there too.
Is your knees good now? Or still kind of not?
They still kind of like pop and like make some noises here and there. I've been like rolling out my knees to kind of like loosen up my muscles, so that's been helping me a lot because my meniscus was kind of torn. But then I also found out the muscles of my, like, the reason I have so much pain as well throughout my whole leg is because like my muscles are really tight.
Too tight.
So I just need to like roll them out and kind of take care of them. And after I loosen them up, then I also need to start strengthening them.
Yeah.
So I need to do some workouts for that.
Yeah, it's a long rehabilitation you have to do. I think
it's annoying. So I've just been kind of taking it light in jiu-jitsu right now.
That's good.
Yeah, but I think just make sure to tell your jiu-jitsu guys over there not to.
No, I think the way they train in Phuket is like most of the guy that gonna be in the class is the guy who visitor.
Oh, really?
Because like the Tiger Muay Thai is like a lot of people came just for the fitness vacation. You know, like like you go just for like 2 weeks, just train and you know, like relax, vacation. And just train. So
mainly Muay Thai though. They mainly go there for, right?
Now I think, you know, jiu-jitsu getting popular, so there's still gonna be like 30 people, you know, not all the time, but you know, like as much as 30 people in one class. Usually maybe like 20 people, but half of them
man, that's a lot.
Half of them are from like, you know, from everywhere.
Yeah.
But maybe 5 or 10 guys who train there all the time.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Okay. And I think actually they have a lot more fighter that train there, like MMA fighter that you know, train out of Tiger Muay Thai and fight like a pro MMA fighter. Yeah. Those guys are staying in Phuket, like, you know, for long. But for the jiu-jitsu class, that most jiu-jitsu class are like visitor and I think few guy who's just like a local.
So then, why are you going back to Phuket? Because you're moving back in a couple of weeks back to Phuket for the first time in 5 years. Why all of a sudden? For jiu-jitsu?
No, I do want to like change my job. You know, I feel like I need to change since I think like beginning of June or something. I wanted to change my job is okay. Like I work, did work for the like customer service for the logistic company, and
For UPS, right?
for UPS.
Yeah.
And
Shouts out
yeah,
UPS.
like yeah, shout out previous stuff. And yeah, like but I didn't feel satisfied with my I don't know, like my
Your role.
like yeah, like whatever, like it's just when you're not feeling like fulfilled with your job, right? You're trying to seek something else, and yeah, and I think Phuket might have a better opportunity for me. So yeah,
Yeah.
I would think so. And
So
actually, yeah, try, yeah,
yeah, you have a twin sister.
yeah.
And you said you're going over there because she has like this company,
yeah,
or
I want to work with her because she has she already like established huh? Do you say that like
distribute.
accomplished. Hmm?
Uh,
Like she already has a company that's
Uh-huh.
running. So
Established.
yeah, that's I couldn't say that.
It's okay.
Can you say that again?
Established.
Established. Yeah. That's a hard one.
Yeah, established.
Established. Yeah, she already established the,
I could probably not say one word in
Yeah,
Thai, so
I don't know, but
so
like
I don't.
I realized, oh shit,
like
I couldn't say it.
languages,
Like
so-
I know the word, like I know the word, I just couldn't say it. But
Yeah.
so like I talked to her and she said, oh yeah, like I can definitely work with her. It's not too hard, and and she said, oh yeah, you can learn a lot skill working with her, and
What does she do exactly? What's her company?
um.
If I mean,
So
I don't know if it's a
I
secret.
was,
If it's like
no, it's not
you
a
don't wanna tell
secret,
them.
but like I don't yeah, I don't know as much, so I wouldn't want to like
It's like
say
is
a
it
lot
like a
of things.
construction company or
No,
is it
it's
like IT or
basically it's
software, or-
if you know anything about SEO, it basically is
Oh
SEO.
yeah, like
Yeah.
search engine.
Yeah, searching,
optimization. Yeah, yeah.
optimizing, and she has a lot of website that she's taking care of. And,
Oh, okay.
And you get client, like you get affiliating money, like
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So
you can become
basically
computer
it's
Ken.
SEO. Yeah.
Computer Ken. So we're gonna become cyborg Ken.
I don't know, like it's
Yeah.
maybe that's the route, that's
Yeah,
the route
man.
gonna be.
That's cool. And maybe you can follow the path of our senpai of Lincoln. And get us establish some land over there.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. So is your dad in Phuket still right now?
Yeah, my dad's in Phuket. He still works as a dentist. He
Oh,
still
okay.
work. Yeah, he has his clinic.
Oh, cool.
He has two clinic in Phuket and in Krabi.
Okay.
Krabi is like a town, maybe 2 hour drive from Phuket. It's
Okay.
pretty famous for
Up north?
tourists. Yeah, like a little bit to the north.
Okay.
Krabi, like if you've been to Thailand, you probably know like Phuket and Krabi is like it's like this shit.
Okay.
It's a popular vacation
Shit.
spot. Yeah.
Okay. I'll have to go to Clubby then.
Yeah.
But yeah, so then are you planning on staying in Phuket, or do you want to do you like Japan? Like, do you want to stay over here, or?
Oh, in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like Japan. Like I even though if I live in Thailand, I still want to come back here. Just like maybe a couple times a year, or go here. Like I don't know. I don't know. Like maybe come here just like
Yeah.
1 month. Just if just like visiting, not staying here. Because staying here, like I don't want to get another job here.
Yeah. Oh, you don't want to get another job here?
Yeah, I don't feel like I want to get another job here.
Why is
and
that?
Just stay. Because like if you get a job here, you basically you have to stay here permanently. Like you can't
Yeah.
move around. It's not. I want to move around more. Like I want to have more freedom.
So
don't-
UPS, it's an American company.
Yeah,
but,
it's an American company. Yeah.
but how I don't know if you've ever had a job in America before, but
Yeah.
if you because it's an American company, but it's still located in Japan, and Japan Japanese.
Yeah, I wouldn't say like even though they are like UPS is American, but the UPS Japan is basically Japanese company.
Okay.
They first I think they started by working with Yamato Logistic is like is the biggest local company in Japan. It's called Yamato.
Oh, it's kind of like
Yamato, like Chronicle Yamato.
I actually don't
So
know.
they started, I think,
thinking Yamato did.
working with those work like call like
Call
work,
center?
no, working with Yamato first, like how
Ah.
they establish establish
Like,
the company.
established? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
they they can't just come UPS by themselves, right? So they start by
They're kind of
working
like
with Yamato. So a lot of the UPS people are hiring are come from Yamato.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
actually, most of them, like in the beginning, like most of them come from Yamato. So the culture are basically from Yamato.
Oh.
Even though the head, like now, like the head, what you call, like the head of the CEO, the CEO
Yeah.
would be someone maybe from, like now I think he's from he's a he's from Singapore or Vietnam or. I think he used to work. The guy he was in Singapore and he moved to Japan and he became the country manager.
Okay.
And
So what exactly is it like working in a Japanese company as someone that's not full Japanese?
yeah, so I would say, um, so what is like
Yeah, like what's your experience? Do you
my
feel like
experience?
you experience any like kind of discrimination, or do you
Yeah,
feel
actually,
like
I work in first. I start in
Can we
the
get, like, closer?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you go.
I start in operation, like hub operation. So I work at where the package go to before sending it to the airport to shipping. And at the hub was a little bit. I don't know if I didn't get along with them or something, but I couldn't like fit in. I didn't feel like I was fit in.
Oh, okay.
Because of the like I work with a team that three of them, like it's only four of us, like we are the export team.
Yeah.
So the other three are very like experienced, like they worked for 15 years in the hub operation before.
God.
So they are too experienced that they don't have to think about whatever they do, right? You know, when you work there and you do the same stuff every day for 15 years.
Yeah.
And so
UPS black belts.
yeah, basically they are like a black belt, so they don't have to think about that technique anymore.
Yeah.
You just go with the flow.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
so when they see me, like when they see me do something, I think when I first beginning, and I don't know if I wasn't a good guy, like I wasn't good at it or no, but a lot of, I could understand when they no, actually I thought the job was not hard, like basically it's not hard, it's just, but for some reason they
kind of treated you
they
different.
think that I'm not communicate enough with them, and
But
also
you
that was a
speak- you
problem.
speak Japanese,
no,
though. You speak fluent
they have this
Japanese.
culture where they go smoke cigarette. Almost every, like people who smoke cigarette, they have like a the
cigarette
time, like
break,
every
yeah.
time, cigarette break. So that break is a cigarette break. So I don't smoke. And I thought it was okay, like I don't have to be there. So like every time when they go smoke, I'm just like, okay, I'm chill. I'm just gonna like chill, like I'm just gonna go chill and just like, because they go smoke. I thought I thought they chill too. So I think that was like my mistake. I should have known that to go smoke cigarette, it's actually like a job, not a job, but as a kohai, you gotta go and be like you gotta go and just communicate, like it's like a cigarette break is in Japan. They like my friend said, like if you go to a big company, if you just smoke cigarette and talk to your boss, you will get promoted. That's what my friend told me. But like I don't know is it true, but like that's how important it is to go and talk to your boss or to your supervisor. And I didn't do that at all. So that's how I think they started to think that I'm not communicating enough. So I didn't feel like I was fit in, and that's why I moved to the customer service center. To the other, it's like the whole different like location, and just moved, and everybody's changed.
Yeah, the work culture is really different here in Japan. I feel like compared to when I was working. Yeah, because I have a part-time job here. When I'm not in school, I work at a restaurant. It's a gyoza restaurant, dumpling restaurant, and and I'm like I'm the kohai, I'm the person who's like below them, so they're in charge of me. But it's like they're so strict with a lot of different things, and sometimes you just never know what is a rule and what's not a rule. What can you do and what can you not do? You know, like they'll tell you like you can't like if there's like a break going on, you can't lean. You can't. I don't know if you even like dare look at your phone, they're pretty much like gone. I mean, you know, some things I get, I understand, but it's like other rules. Like one cook will tell me this is the right way to do it, and somebody else will tell me this is a different. This is the right way to do it. And so there was like, and then like standards of like of what they keep in terms of, yeah, it's just very different from what I was what I had in the standards versus America. Not to say it was good or bad, but sometimes it's like kind of like a headache.
Yeah, I think actually like when you know like if I think maybe for like for me when I was at I think when they see me as a Japanese, they're actually expecting more like if they see me as like a foreigner, like I would say like they probably like see you as a American. So like there's I think when you are Japanese, you actually have to follow everything. But if you are not Japanese, sometimes they it's okay, you don't understand.
So do they see you as Japanese?
So I think they also see me as a Japanese because I speak I don't speak like a perfect Japanese, but I speak a okay Japanese. So and I think and so like for people that don't see me as a Japanese, they treat me better. Because they actually like, oh, this guy is like a foreign kid. They don't he doesn't understand, so I feel like they treat me better. But when they see me as a Japanese, they're expecting more. Like they're expecting me to understand like Japanese rule, like culture. So that's when they think that this guy doesn't communicate enough or doesn't approach. But maybe that's my problem too. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I'm not a good communicator as well. Like actually,
maybe it's just like different societal standards of like what's what you should and shouldn't communicate. Like, because I mean, I wouldn't know like if someone else is going on their cigarette break, because they do the same thing at the restaurant. Like everybody goes on their cigarette break, but I'm still there chopping vegetables and meat for like whatever long. So it's like, and I don't get like I don't get an extra break like that. But like I think you're right though. Like I think I get at my job. I think I get away with a lot of different things because I'm not Japanese. So they're kind of just like, oh.
No, even in like normal, like if you go to the train, if you like if you're a Japanese person and you talk in the train, like Lao or something, like people would look at you very bad. Like like I don't know, like I feel like, but if I speak Thai, I'm like I'm like a Thai, foreigner, like visiting, like nobody cares. I'm like, oh, he's like he's
foreigner.
Foreigner. But they wouldn't like
gaijin,
like trying to like but like I try not to do it, but like I understand that's like very different. Like if you're Japanese, you have to really be. But I mean I understand though, because they like I went to the Japanese school, like Japanese school are very what you call, like they have a rule that like rule that you have, like everywhere have a rule, right? But there's also like a society rule, like that the rule doesn't it's not there, but you have to understand that it is there, like those kind of thing. Like in Japan there's a lot of that.
But like how was that experience for you when you were in high school? Like did you like immediately know the rules? Like did they tell you, or did you have to like find out like as you went along? Did you have to make like a bunch of mistakes and be like and look like a fool in front of everybody?
I would say in like I don't remember that much in when I was young, but at my UPS, like when I worked there, there's so many things that I realized, oh damn, that what I did wrong, like like the cigarette thing, the smoking break and stuff, and there's also like other small thing like when like other small thing like that you have to know that like you have to like follow your senpai, you have to do like that was the work culture that was very hard to understand, but like in
but they don't see you as a but for the most part they don't really see you as a Thai person. They see you as Japanese.
I think
UPS
so.
at least.
I think so. But some of them, not all of them. I don't know if all, I don't know, but if I don't know how they see actually. I don't actually know.
I think I'm glad to be seen as an American because I can get away with a lot of things. I can act like I didn't understand what they said. I'm like, Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah.
Or like I remember when I first started, they were like, "Isoide, isoide, isoge," you know, "doge," move out of the way. Like they were so like hard on me at the beginning. I feel like, and those are pretty like almost rude words to say to like a normal person, but like that's
Yeah,
what
you
they would
can.
say to me, right?
Oh, okay. Oh, they
Yeah,
say yeah.
yeah. They said to me like "doge." I was like, "Whoa, oh, chama."
In the train.
No, at work.
Oh, really?
At work.
Maybe they think you're a good friend. I think. Yeah.
I don't know, but then like they like I'll say something with like, oh no, you have to say it the right way. You have to say it formal. You have to
Oh,
say
okay.
like, you know, onegaishimasu, like gomenasai,
Right,
or something like that.
I work at the restaurant in Japan a little bit too, just like at the kitchen. I think. I always remember it was fun though. Like I had a good time there. Like,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
there's like tencho, right? The
Yeah, yeah.
hate and the fuku tencho is like
Uh-huh.
the second hate of
Yeah.
like he would I would just come and he was just like talking to me like
Uh-huh.
like making joke all the time, and
Yeah.
that was fun actually.
Yeah, it's a good experience overall, but it's definitely interesting. I've gotten a lot of headaches from that job.
Oh yeah, sure.
But yeah, I have a few questions. I don't know how long we are into this podcast. I want to just check, see how far we're at.
Mm.
Yeah, well, we're on.
How
Pretty good.
what's the time now?
Yeah, 26 minutes.
Mhm.
But yeah, so yeah, you're going back to Thailand. You're gonna be there for a while. You're gonna be leaving me alone, and I'm gonna be here with no friends and no jiu-jitsu friends, and everybody
Just
else.
keep training
graduated.
hard, you gotta
Yeah.
catch up me.
Is that what I gotta do? I gotta catch up to you.
You gotta catch up.
All right, I'm gonna choke you later. All right, yeah, I got a couple questions I want to ask you. Yeah, so yeah, I guess you kind of touched on just a little bit of everything, just kind of your background, and
Oh yeah.
but I guess so. Kind of like a big question is the main question is how do you identify yourself?
How do I identify
Like,
myself?
what are you? Are you Thai? Are you
Oh, okay.
Japanese? Are you a
In the
Thai
race, right?
Japanese? Anything. Just
Okay.
like
So
are you-
so in the beginning I would say, because I grew up in Thailand and I learned all my culture like
Yeah.
when I was young. I feel like I'm a Thai,
yeah.
like 100% Thai. Even
Uh-huh.
now I'm still 100% Thai. But when I go, I when I first went to America, that was my first time that I feel a little bit like like oh who am I, like
Oh,
like
really?
yeah, that was the first time, because when I go to Japan, I think when I was a kid I didn't have any problem. Like I just I play a lot of sport. I play soccer, I play basketball, and like I just
Yeah.
get I just do sport and just like having fun all the time. I don't have like that kind of like like problem that I have to actually go think too much about. It's like when I go to Japan I just feel like I'm another kid, Japanese kid, right?
Yeah.
And when I'm in Thailand, I feel like, oh, I'm Thai. But I think when I first went to America, there was my English was a bit hard for me. Like at first, I couldn't understand. I don't know if I could understand or I couldn't like express myself
Yeah.
in English. So, but I remember that past like half year or something. I remember I start to feel like have that national pride, like
Really?
yeah, like for some reason I think in America it's a bit more like people making fun of you sometime, or like or like but like like sometimes like they I think that those things just but I remember that I have a little bit more national pride, and it's like
Yeah.
oh, like this is what good about Thailand, this is what good
Yeah.
about Thai, and like it's, so I think that's when I start thinking about those like oh
That's
who am I,
interesting.
like where where I come from.
Yeah.
So like that's when I start go back to like oh, I'm from Thailand. This is what Thai people would do. Like that's
Yeah.
definitely first starting about race thing.
Yeah. Do you think like overall that was a good experience for you? That you went to America and you were able to
Yeah, but when after I start picking up English, after I start understanding English more, I actually like American. Like I'm like I want to be American. Yeah, like I don't say that, but like I like American a lot.
Yeah,
Because like
yeah.
you guys have you have very good basketball. Like back then I really like basketball.
Yeah.
You have very good like a lot of sport. Like in school like you, I don't know. I I like that culture. Like,
But you weren't in jiu-jitsu at that time at all, right? Like how old? Wait, how old were you when
I
you were in
started
America?
jiu-jitsu when 16 to 17, I guess.
In America.
Yeah, it's junior year, so 16 to 17, or
thought-
17 to 18, maybe around that time.
Oh, that was from Maryland.
Yeah.
And then in college, you went to
Oh,
Hawaii.
in Hawaii was like 21 to 23. I think.
Oh, okay. But you weren't doing jiu-jitsu at that time.
No,
either.
no, I started jiu-jitsu here in Hero.
Oh, okay. Damn, you got good too fast, man. How long have you been training jiu-jitsu?
Me?
Yeah.
So like, do you count the break? Like when
Just like when did you start? How old were
I
you
started 2015, like April or May. So like almost 5 years. No, wait, April 2015. That's
4 years ago.
4 years ago. So, but I have like a 1 year break with the knee surgery. So yeah, so I count it as like a
3 years?
3.5.
3 years.
3.5. I would say 4. Like 3.5 like off 4.
Yeah.
I don't know how to count.
Yeah, and you were like 25 at the time you started training, or?
Yeah, I was already 25.
Okay, sick. So I guess it's pretty interesting that you said that you started questioning more about who you are when you got to America, because I think it's
because I couldn't get along with people like I used to, you know, like when also like the culture may be different and but definitely like the look, like because I think I went to like the school that has maybe like 75% like black people and like 20 white and 10 Asian, like so like I was a little bit minority in America, so that's I think that's when I feel like, oh, it's like people are different, and not that I don't know that they're gonna be different, but like I did actually feel a bit not discriminate,
it's like a big culture shock.
not discriminate, but I would say like but maybe I couldn't understand the language. That was a problem. So
No, I mean,
I think if I understand the language and I speak, I could express, I could probably make friends more. Like I could be easier to like talk to people. Yeah.
So wait, who did you hang out with most when you were over there then, in America?
I actually have my host brother, like he's like also exchange student, but he from Denmark, and so he's the Danish Emil, shout out. His name is Emil, and
Emil, shout out Emil.
So we were like two brother and host mom, just a mom.
Okay.
Yeah. So so I pretty much like 80% just hanging out with Emil all the time. So that was good because his English was a lot better than me. So actually he helped me learn, like get better at English, like quite quick, because I feel like after 2 or 3 months I start to like speaking to like with my host mom and Emil like all the time.
Cool.
Like, maybe that's what I remember. Maybe I wasn't good.
Yeah. So you didn't hang out with any of the other Asian people?
So we have like a exchange student program. They have like a big group in Maryland. So they are not only just me and Emil. There's other like maybe 30 people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So like every weekend, like there's like something going on with the exchange students. So I hang out with a lot of exchange students that from like Japan. There's like I don't know, Europe, like Germany maybe. Yeah. But I didn't make that much friend in school. I would say I like, because I don't know anything, I don't know anything in Maryland, so I just do whatever my host mom suggests, or do whatever like with the program, with the exchange program. But I did like sport. I did play soccer.
Yeah, you've done every sport.
Yeah, I did.
So you did basketball, you did soccer.
I didn't pass. I got cut in the tryout basketball, and so I did swimming.
I guess 75% black, so it must be kind of hard for the small Thai kid.
And my school was I think they are like the top in the county in the. I think they're one of the best in the country, like in every sport actually, not just basketball. But their basketball team was like really good. Like they were. And I did pretty good in the tryout, but like I couldn't make it. And I understand they have a really good team. Like, they have like those guys are really big.
Yeah, don't worry. I tried out for the soccer team. I couldn't make it. So.
Oh really?
Yeah, I I had to do a bunch of other sports because I sucked at everything else.
Now you pick up jujitsu early,
Yeah.
so that's good for you. Man.
Yeah. I wish I did wrestling though. I really
Oh, okay. Yeah, and now like I realize, I should have done wrestling in Maryland. They have a very good team there.
Oh, really?
In high school, like those guys they lift weight a lot too.
Yeah.
Like, but back then I don't know. I did tennis in like tennis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, tennis. Wow, man.
Yeah.
All right. So then, what about? So you were in Maryland, and um, you mainly hung out with a male who was from Denmark and all the other exchange students. But you mentioned like there were some like Japanese people in the exchange program. Did you talk to them at all, or?
Yeah. I talked to there's a I don't know we have like very good friend me and like there's like two Japanese girls that I hang out.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then,
but I think I was speaking English to them, so
okay, gotcha.
I didn't speak Japanese that much instead.
And then, so then you went back to Thailand, and
Yeah.
then a few years later, you came back to the States. You came to Hawaii. So
Yeah.
what was that like for you? Like, because you had already experienced Maryland, and so you already experienced that like kind of confrontation with with yourself about like who am I? Am I? You said you felt more proud about your nationality. So what was it like in Hawaii
I
for
think
you?
a lot of things changed at around like 18 to like 21. Like I didn't have that much like I don't know, I didn't have that much national, like I didn't feel like they are different anymore. Yeah, like like when you start understand English, I think that's what that was I first talking the first time. Like if I understand the language, I wouldn't have a hard time like talking to people so much. So I think when I went to Hawaii, I already speak okay English. Like I already like understand English, whatever people say, and I understand. So like I didn't have any culture shock in Hawaii. It was more like just school, just just like go to school and like doing the work, and I did have fun. Like I did do like so like I stay with my I first stayed with my sister, and then I moved to the house with 5 roommates, maybe.
Oh, wow.
6. And wait. Oh yeah. So me, Chris. Okay, so yeah, so six person, six roommate including me. Yeah, and 4 of us were doing like a triathlon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we all like train, like go running, go biking, and swimming all the time.
Oh, dude, that's
Yeah.
sick.
So it's like Hawaii is like one of the best places to train triathlon, I think, because you have open ocean. You have I think there's a Kona. It's called Kona. It's the where you can ride a bike.
Okay.
And
Dude, that's sick. I'm jealous, man.
Yeah.
I want to live in Hawaii.
yeah, Hawaii was definitely
So wait,
somewhere I want to go back to.
how did you get these opportunities, like to go to Maryland and Hawaii?
Opportunity, I would say for Maryland I went to the exchange program. So I signed up for the exchange program in high
You
school.
signed up and you're like, bam, I'm there.
Yeah, it's just like I take a test, so I have
okay.
to pass a test, I guess. But I think it wasn't that hard because I have a lot of friends from the same school that went to the program that I went to.
Yeah.
But now I think maybe it's a little bit harder because people know about it more.
Yeah.
But back then I think it wasn't hard, like because my English wasn't good. Like I know that first time when my host mom sent me a message, before I go there, like oh I got like I received as I get the family, like someone will host me, so she sent me like a message.
Yeah.
And I remember I trying to write the message back, like email back. And like I was thinking for like maybe like the whole day or like half a day, and all I got was like, I'm glad I got to stay with you. And like I remember that was like very hard, and like all I sent was like that, and then just like that's it, like I'm glad I got to stay with you. And I was like I was like, oh, like that's how bad my English was. I couldn't write like a long, like usually you would write something nice, right? Like yeah, that was okay. That was good.
I hope she doesn't think that you hated her.
No. She's just like one of the nicest person I ever met. Like she's great.
That's super cool. Dang, dude. All right, so I got
So how long it's been?
I don't know.
All right.
We got time. I don't have to leave until for another while. So,
Right.
but I do actually. I have a few more questions though. But and actually, yeah. So, two questions. The first one is basically going to be, how do people view you initially, like when they first meet you? So, like, compared to Thailand and here and in America, like, what did you notice was a big difference when people, like, only when they first met you, not like after they got to know you, but
Yeah,
like
yeah.
when they first met you, what do you notice is their first impression of you? How do they treat you?
Um, like I never had someone treat me really bad like
Uh-huh.
at the first time. So
Mm-hmm.
for me, it's like everybody is pretty nice. Like
Mm.
never have like that. Like anyone just like come in and like just call me like, oh, you monkey, like no, nobody
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that racist or like
Well, I
because
mean,
I'm Thai, like they come to me and say something bad, like that never happens.
I
So
mean, like, do they know, like when they first see you like in Thailand, do they notice like,
um
oh, you don't
no,
look
in
like
Thailand,
completely
I
Thai,
grew up in Thailand.
but
Like
do they see you as completely
yeah, they
Thai?
actually see me as a Thai. Like
Oh, okay.
but now maybe like when I get like I think because like I don't know, like now when I go back, sometimes they see me as a Chinese, like they think
Really?
I'm a Chinese tourist. Because
Really?
in Phuket, there are actually a lot of Chinese tourists,
Ah,
and in Thailand, people expect Japanese to be more like a pale,
ah,
like a light skin.
yeah.
So I'm not light skin, so like they I don't know why a lot of time they
Ah,
like in Phuket, like people would be like, but if in Bangkok, people think I'm Thai.
mm,
Yeah, so in Thailand, because I speak Thai too, and but usually like they would say like, oh, you half, I would be like, oh yeah, I'm half Japanese.
mm.
Yeah,
They don't say anything different about like that.
yeah, like the way I look,
Mm.
they don't say much. Like I don't have a problem. Like there's nothing like
Oh, that's cool.
there's no racist. Like
Yeah, yeah,
that's
yeah.
no racist. Like I think in Thailand it's like tourist country, so
Yeah,
people are
yeah.
used to seeing like even Thai people look different in each location, right?
Mm.
So small, yeah,
Okay. So then, what about here in Japan? How does your experience
meeting people the first time.
here in Japan? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if but in Japan, yeah, actually in Japan is a bit more like when I first get here in I think like 2000 um when I was young. Yeah, I think like at some point like my Japanese is not the same, right? So there's like time when they're like, oh, are you Japanese? 'Cause, like Japanese people are very very like strict, like if you not speak the language, that means
Yeah.
you're not Japanese.
Yeah,
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 yeah. So it's like even though you have like a Japanese citizen, but if you don't speak the language, like if you're
yeah,
not a native, they would consider you you're not Japanese. So
yeah.
like usually like they would I think in Japan like a lot of time when they're like, oh, you Japanese, they will actually ask like,
Oh, really? They'll
yeah,
ask you
they will
straight up.
actually no yeah they would actually like, oh, no, actually maybe they don't ask that, but maybe it's like they would just ask like, oh, where you from, where you
Oh, yeah,
from,
yeah, yeah.
right? Like where you from? But that I got that a lot. That's like I don't speak like the I don't know, like Korea Japanese maybe.
Yeah, yeah. Like do you know Keigo and all that kind of stuff?
Now I know. Like now I start to speak more Keigo and
Uh-huh.
everything. Like I do speak formal. Like I can speak like formal Japanese. And actually like I was like experiment like if sometime like if people actually gonna know if I am not full Japanese.
Uh-huh.
It's like sometimes I feel like oh they don't know, like that's mean my Keiko getting better,
Oh, nice. Yeah, yeah.
like my language actually getting a little bit better, so
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
they're not notice that I don't speak through. But like usually like if I if I know that I'm gonna know this person for a long time, I'm just gonna say like, oh, I'm actually grew up in Thailand, so it's easier for them to understand that, oh, I'm not Japanese, like
So you tell them before they even ask you.
yeah. So a lot of time I want to tell because it's easier, like
Wow,
it's easier
man.
for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just say
Dang.
like I grew up in Thailand, like I and but they still think I'm Japanese because they in Japan they listen to your language
Yeah.
and maybe your look, and they would say like, oh, this
Yeah.
guy Japanese. So but like I like to tell them if I if I
Interesting.
know the person.
Yeah, so you always that's interesting. I guess I never really thought about like you tell them right up front like
No, for
I'm Thai.
for Japanese
I'm Thai.
for Japanese people,
I'm Thai.
in Japan, I think you should say because they, so, because that, like I said, they expect you more if you are Japanese.
Yeah,
They expect you to know more if you are Japanese, I think.
Yeah, so it's like the equivalent of saying, "Hey guys, before you expect anything, just know I'm retarded." So,
Yeah, like just know, like there's a lot of things I don't know.
I'm stupid, so just please be nice to
Yeah,
me.
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, then, how does it compare to when you're in America? Like, how do people view? How did you feel like people viewed you initially? Because I know like most of the time, I guess in my perspective, I
Yeah.
guess people don't really care
Yeah.
because everybody's different.
Yeah.
But like, how did you when you first went there? How did you feel what people viewed you initially?
I think America was I didn't live there that long, so I know in high school, they definitely viewed me as an exchange student,
Yeah.
right? So, but like people were nice, like most guys were nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
You don't feel like you got discriminated or anything?
I think when I say I think there's only one time that actually like
Really?
that at the lunch table,
Uh-huh.
actually like I sit with like you go to lunch table, you sit with same people every time, right?
Yeah.
So I become kind of friend with everyone, and I think on the like after the soccer season end, you go for the like the basketball, swimming, winter season sport.
Yeah.
So. And then I just talk about the guy that I'm gonna go for the tryout for basketball. Right?
Oh yeah.
And the guy that I talk to all the time, like he laughed really hard, like he was like go like really bad, and like for me like I was small, but in my mind I was really good at basketball.
Yeah.
Like when he laughed, I was like, what? Like why did you laugh? Like why did you laugh? Like he laughed like if it's just like say a big joke, right?
What?
Like I'm go for the tryout, and maybe I didn't know how good the team was.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why like when I say it like that, it's look like
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
So he laughed and he said that like you're not gonna make it. Like you can't make it. Like you look at you like you like 5'6" or 5'5", and he was big. He was quite big.
Yeah.
And he said he gonna go for the tryout too.
Did he make it?
And actually, like the story, like and after that week, I went to like a gym, open gym.
Uh-huh.
They have like open gym before the tryout, right?
Yeah.
So, like at the open gym, he was there too, and he saw me pray, and I actually was pretty good. Like I was better than most of the guy there.
Yeah.
And the next day when we met at the lunch, like, he's like, "It's my boy!" Like it's like he's like he's my boy. Like he's just like that's like it's like if you can
Yeah.
pray, like they respect you. But like I didn't think that if I'm going for tryout would be something crazy.
Yeah.
That's not very that's discrimination, right? If this guy is an Asian guy and I think he can make a tryout.
I guess it definitely could be.
Yeah.
But like you said, like I don't know, I wasn't
But now-
there. It just like you
now
said,
when
like,
I
the
li-
basketball
yeah.
team's really good.
Yeah.
Some guy from like outside of the country who's not familiar with
Yeah.
like the basketball. Well, at least they think so. Oh, and then you're really short. So I mean,
Yeah.
maybe it's not like discrimination per se in terms of like you being
Yeah, sure,
like
sure.
Thai.
Yeah,
or
actually, when
Japanese,
when I realized like if I knew how good that team is, I might not even go for the tryout. I might just like,
Oh really?
that actually because after the tryout, like the
Yeah.
actual tryout, there's like maybe couple tryout, right?
Uh-huh.
The open gym and maybe couple time tryout. There's like less people, like like the open gym was really big, like
Uh-huh.
many people came, and the next tryout was only like less, like maybe half of them were gone, and
Yeah.
so because they were seeing that oh shit, I'm not gonna make it, so a lot of people didn't
Yeah.
show up the next tryout. So but like but I wasn't that bad too, because actually
Yeah, I mean, I know
I wasn't
I
that
already
so
know you're a genius at sports. So
but like no, but like the way they try out was only one guy could actually make it. So the other guy that were on the team were pretty much already confirmed on the team. So they play in the junior varsity or something, and they they're pretty much just like a starter like for the next year. It's guaranteed. So like end up like only one guy who actually make the tryout.
Oh, wow.
Except for the people who already played last year or something. Right. So like if I knew that was the
format.
like and actually if I knew how good they are, like I wouldn't even go for it.
That's good that you tried it though. I mean,
no, I mean it was good experience. Like actually I trained really hard for that tryout. Like I actually like go running like every day and like do like my own training because they have this. I don't want to brag about it.
The brag, I mean, that's the
actually
like,
thing. I feel like I like to brag.
No,
I
did bragging, dude. This is a show. It's all about you, man. I want to hear about your experiences. So
so they have this the tryout. They say what we're gonna do, right? So there's one thing that they were gonna do a suicide run. So suicide run for like 2 and 30 minutes, 2.30 minutes. So 2 minutes 30 seconds, or maybe 3 minutes. I don't remember, but and then I was training for that, and that was the only thing that I beat everybody on the team. Like even the starter, like the team. It's like, sick. So like I did actually train very hard for it. So like but I think also because I did the soccer season on the soccer season, like you have to run a lot. You have to go and do a lot of.
So you did the soccer season right before that?
Like like in I think summer, right? I don't know. Like you did soccer season and end of soccer season you start the basketball. So I already in a good conditioning before I go to the trial.
Yeah.
But I was kind of proud that because like the point guard
you should be proud. Man.
The point guard was he. I think those guys they got like what do you call in America you have this when you go to college for free you got a scholarship for being a basketball player to college. A lot of those guys they actually got scholarship.
Really? Wow. Dang, dude. Yeah, I mean like you got your purple belt in 3 years. You get like 2 years? I don't know.
4 years.
No, because 3 years.
Oh yeah.
Of you training. It took you like 3 years to get your purple belt. That's pretty good. Yeah, so
I couldn't win though. I don't know. I feel like I need to prove more of myself. Like I only did one competition and
we all have to prove ourselves, Sometimes it's not just about what you perform in the gym. You gotta perform in the competition too.
Yeah.
So
it's I mean I think jiu-jitsu actually to brown belt or actually to purple belt you can win if you really have a good like athleticism.
And if you don't get nervous.
But because like all the guys that win they have really good like cardio and they because a lot of guys make a lot of mistakes, right? Like at purple belt you're still gonna make a lot of mistakes. So I feel like but like that like to win at purple belt is not easy. It's not easy.
Because there's a lot of purple belts and everybody's super athletic.
It's so
it's not easy. I think if anything it might be one of the. I mean, I don't know. I'm only a purple belt, so it's kind of hard for me to say. But I feel like purple belt might be one of the hardest ones, just because there's still a lot of people. So if you go to competition, the brackets are going to be huge.
And actually, brown and black would be like to win is even harder because you actually have to be athletic and have the right technique. With the purple belt, if you are super athletic and you just have that physicality advanced. And you have, I think like my technique and those purple belt technique, I feel like not too different. Maybe in the bottom, but I don't know. I feel like if I could be more like a beast, like I could win some purple belt.
For sure.
But like my technique is still not there. Like to beat the brown belt, it's not there. Like it's not there. Like that's a long time. Like it's a long time.
For sure. All right. Well, I guess so. Going off of what we just talked about. I asked you how people view you initially, but how do people view you afterwards? Like how do you feel like after they get to know you?
I don't know the answer because like I only know myself.
Like I guess like from like the
like how do you view me? Like
no, I mean like not specifically people, just like kind of comparing it between Thailand, Japan, and America. Do you feel like people treat you differently?
It's really like sometimes I don't know, but like I've been think like like a lot of time if you are negative,
Yeah.
like when you go somewhere and you negative, like somewhere after work, like even at jiu-jitsu, I can see that when after work I feel very tired and I didn't feel good about like about anything,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
just tired, and I go there, I've been like I have so much negative energy, from me, like it's from me. So you go somewhere, people can kind of like feel that,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
so that's when people will be negative to you too. But if you go somewhere and you like happy and you positive, like most people, most normal people, they would feel that energy, so they actually become more positive as well. So
Interesting.
that's
Yeah, yeah.
that's actually like I think it's kind of on you sometimes. But like if you got racist because how you look, that's like that's not on you for sure. Like,
Yeah,
like like
that's a good
sometimes
perspective
like
to
I
have.
go like jujitsu and I'm just like like having negative energy or something. Like I can see that people feel that too.
Yeah.
Like or like if someone in the train, like especially in Japan, you can see a lot of negative energy in the train or in because like people are stressed and so like there I think there's a lot of
Yeah, it's a lot of negative
yeah.
energy, just because people are always stressed. But yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
perspective to have, though.
Yeah, so like if you just change your energy, like if you actually like try change your energy, like get get some pump up. I mean, just like smile, or like say
Yeah,
hi,
yeah.
good. So like that could change some of the interaction you have with other people.
Is that true though in Thailand that it's the land of smiles? Do you think that's true? I
Yeah,
always
Thai
hear
people are the
that.
most relaxed and like easygoing.
Uh,
But there's definitely a lot of there's still a lot of bad people as well, like
yeah.
anywhere. But I would say Thai people are probably one of the most like chill people.
Uh,
'Cause, like I talk to all my friends, like I don't see how like like they don't seem to have a lot of stress.
yeah.
Like my sisters also say that too. Like a lot of her friends doesn't seem to have a lot of stress.
Yeah.
Like compared to Japan, but actually I don't have so many Japanese friends, so like I don't know that much. But feel
Yeah.
like in general, like I would say Thai people are a little bit more chill,
Okay.
but they are not as disciplined. So
Yeah.
I don't know, it's good and bad. So,
So,
yeah. So sometimes you're too chill, you can't be disciplined,
yeah,
right? So like you have to have that balance, like.
absolutely. Wow, I'm excited to go. Land of smiles.
No, but
I want to see all the positive
yeah,
energy.
I want
Good change
actually
of pace.
yeah, I want you to do some more like other than jujitsu too, because they have a good
Yeah.
CrossFit training. They have a good
I
Muay
don't want
Thai
to do
training.
CrossFit.
Oh, you don't like CrossFit?
No,
No,
not
man.
with my knees. Not with my
Oh,
knees.
oh, your
Yeah.
knees still hurt.
Yeah, I don't do CrossFit.
Yeah.
And maybe
Yeah,
Muay
maybe
Thai?
not Muay Thai too. But actually, you don't
Yeah.
actually. They actually do some sparring, but you
I
can
don't
kind of
know.
you can kind of like be pussy and just like sit down. And actually,
I don't know.
I did that.
Thanks, man.
I did that. I did that. Actually, like I did like because like I think I hurt my. I know I got some injury last time, and like I
Yeah.
was like when they do sparring, I'm just like nah, I'm not sparring. I'm not sparring. So,
Dang. Yeah, maybe I might try because I can't go to Thailand and not at least try Muay Thai over
Yeah.
there.
No, but like if you sign up for the Tiger Muay Thai, there's you can do both Tiger
Oh,
Muay Thai.
okay.
You can do both Jiu-Jitsu.
And Muay Thai.
Oh, actually, it depend on what cost like.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, no worries. Actually, I wanted to ask like another question I was kind of thinking of. What's the difference in experience? Like, I don't know if you ever talk about this kind of stuff with your sister, but what's your experience that you know about, like that your experience? Because I don't. Did your sister go with you to America, or did she come with you when you came to Japan?
Oh, yeah,
Was
my I have two sisters, but the one that
Your
my twin she also has 1 year exchange student in she stay in New York.
Oh, okay.
New York State. I don't remember Birmingham. Huh? I don't know, but I don't remember the town. But
For high school or college?
for high school.
High school.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I yeah, but I never talk a lot about how what's her experience, but I think she has a good time over there.
Okay.
Like yeah.
Okay. Did she come with you to when you came to Japan? Did she come with you too? Like
In
when you were here when you were younger?
no, she wasn't with me when I was in ninth grade. My
okay.
brother was with me though.
Oh, okay.
And when it was the first first grade was my brother was with me too. But
Oh, okay.
my sister was in Thailand. Yeah.
Huh.
We kind of came here separate year. Like my sister came right after I came. Like
Ah,
in
okay.
the year.
And you just stay with family over here?
Yeah, my uncle family.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, so like you never really talk about this kind of stuff with her.
I might talk, but like
Yeah.
I don't. I
Yeah.
I don't have like some kind of what's a good question? Ask some question.
Yeah, good questions, Ramsey.
Ask
The
some
questions.
question.
I need a
Ask some
specific
question.
question.
I can't. I don't.
Yeah.
I
Get
know
to the specific questions.
it's
guys.
quite hard to like
Yeah,
to talk
yeah.
about this topic.
It is really hard. But so your sister wasn't with you like all you guys like all over the place. Like 'cause now you guys are like you haven't seen her in like a few years, right? Or you guys go visit her sometimes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't really think of anything off the top of my head, but does she speak as the same amount of Japanese and English as you?
She's like she's like me with a smarter version of me. I
A
guess.
smarter version of you, but
Like
you're the more athletic one.
yeah, maybe yeah. I'm more aggressive one. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. You can still get there. You can still just be just as smart as her.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, just gotta work a little harder and.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe one day she'll be a purple belt too.
Oh yeah, maybe one day she can. No, she haven't. She I trying to get her to try jujitsu.
Yeah.
But like I think jujitsu it's sometimes like when you look from the outside, like
It's
it
scary.
doesn't look like fun, right? Like because
Yeah.
my friend when I was in Hawaii for 2 years, I have a friend who trained jujitsu like who want to be a MMA fighter like and after that he become like a like jujitsu, like he trained
Yeah.
jujitsu seriously, and he's been trying to like tell me like, oh, come to BJ Penn, like come
yeah.
train, like you're gonna be good, you have so much stamina. Like I was like, I look at his ear, he's like has like those cauliflower, and I was like, oh, it's too dangerous. I don't want to do that.
dangerous.
It's too
Okay.
dangerous. Like if like first time when I start in Hero,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I got hooked. Like first
Yeah.
day, like I'm like, this is awesome. Like oh shit, like you know.
dude.
But like in Hawaii, when people tell you that, you're just like, damn, nah.
Yeah, I'm
It's,
good,
it's
man.
too scary. It's too scary.
Yeah,
Even
it is
though
too
like
scary at
I'm
first.
pretty good. I'm in a good shape. I should have been like, all right, let's go.
Yeah.
So like that's why I feel like jiu-jitsu you have to start early, like when you're young, so you don't you get rid of that like fear of martial art.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think
Like
I think it was
the
good that-
older you get, it becomes scarier to become the first white belt, right? You know,
Yeah.
like even me, like think the from white to blue belt, it's dangerous. Like every day is
You're
kinda
dangerous.
Yeah, no, you dangerous. Yeah, you
Yeah,
dangerous.
you're dangerous.
Yeah.
As the white belt, you're the dangerous one.
Yeah. Also because of that, you also get it's more risky, right?
Yeah.
But after purple belt or like after you get used to it, then
Yeah.
it's not at all, right? Like
Yeah.
now I don't feel it's like jiu-jitsu is that risky sport.
Okay. Well, we're kind of getting close to finishing up, but I guess I got a couple more questions. I guess so. I wanted to ask you the question again. I asked you earlier to kind of think of a little bit, but can you one more time? I'll ask you again. Can you tell me a short story that has impacted you in a way that affects your everyday life and how you think and carry yourself? So just like anything that you feel like there's like something like, oh, when I was in middle school somebody did this to me and I can never stop thinking about that
Yeah.
day. I kept thinking about something in my head, or somebody made fun of me and now I never want to do that again, you know, or just it could be something about do with that, or maybe something.
Yeah, it's very might not.
You don't have anything?
It's like yeah, it doesn't come up like
Yeah.
in my head. That's why like I guess I do have some like thing that I carry to myself.
Yeah.
But I don't know if how did that happen? Like, you know, how did it come? Like how did I become this way? Like
Yeah.
I do think that I have some like some idea of who I want to be, like, you know, what kind of person I want to be, but I don't know how did exactly like the story would be like that. I think it's just like accumulate of a lot of things
Yeah,
happened
yeah.
to me, and
Okay.
Definitely, like my dad was one of the most influence to me. I would
Uh-huh.
say, like, um, so my dad and
In what way was he an influence to you?
um, yeah, because say in what way?
Yeah, and like, did
No,
he
like as a
was
person, like he's one of the he's one of like the he's one of the very like disciplined. I would say he's quite disciplined, and he's um like I don't know. He's a good person.
Yeah, yeah. I mean,
He's a good person. So
I'm
like
sure he's a good person.
I want to be just like at least just like a good person that you know
Yeah.
like when you think of something like you don't wanna disappoint like your dad.
Yeah, yeah,
Like
yeah.
for me, I don't want to disappoint my dad.
Uh-huh.
That's maybe how I carry myself. Like if actually I don't want to disappoint myself, but like usually you have your value from someone, right? So like my dad maybe give me that value. Like if you do you like you don't want to do something that disappoint
Yeah.
this, and maybe I think because of that I don't know. That's how sometimes you don't want to go and do crazy shit because
Yeah.
you think like if if my dad see me like he wouldn't be happy.
So your dad's a Japanese one.
Oh, my dad's Thai.
Oh, your
My
dad's
mom is
Thai.
Japanese.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, yeah. Sorry. Okay.
So
So
I was something like that. Yeah, a person would be probably most influence.
okay.
Yeah.
So it's not really so much about your ethnicity. You think about more about your the I guess the way you were raised as a kid.
Yeah.
More
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool, man. Yeah. So I guess another question would be
Relate to.
yeah, like
What do you mean, like a celebrity or a
anyone,
person,
and
anyone?
it could be your sister, it could be your dad, it could be Angelina Jolie.
Oh,
Maybe.
oh man, related to I don't know like person.
And
Definitely
any
my
yeah.
like my twins would be someone I would think is related to. She's my twin.
Yeah. You feel like you're really close?
Yeah, and we talk a lot, and she we like sport, and we like being healthy, we like fitness,
Yeah.
and I can talk about whatever I do, and she seemed to listen,
Oh,
like when you talk, and if someone not interested, they're not interested, but
yeah.
because like your story not gonna always be good, right? But like I can talk to her, and she seemed interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Because like you have common interest, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So do you think it's because I guess for me, like my sister, like my younger sister, she's the only person that is in my life where I can relate to on the
Yeah.
same level in terms
Oh,
of
you're younger.
like
Yeah.
because my younger sister we have because I have other brothers and sisters,
Yeah.
they're all older, but we have a different dad.
Yeah.
But me and my younger sister, we have the same mom, the same dad.
Mm.
So for me and her, I relate to her the most in the sense that like a lot of times I
Yeah,
struggle
you
like
have same experience.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that would be the same. Like we have
Mm.
similar experience, like growing up same place, same house, and
Yeah.
going to the same school. Because like my older brother and older sister, we actually have a lot of time that not living together. 'Cause
Uh-huh.
they went to Japan, they went to study somewhere else, and so like maybe my twins was like we have the most similar experience.
Yeah,
But like
yeah.
now I think it's like we've been away for a long time, so
Yeah.
it's more like we have our own idea, like but
Yeah.
still like there's a lot of common thing.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good to have
like,
somebody
I think
like
that's
that.
similar, like you with your sister. You said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think me and my sister are really close. And she is the one person that I can probably relate to the most in terms of like, so we're both we're both like same half Colombian, half Algerian.
Yeah. You really
Yeah.
have your beard going.
Yeah, I was thinking about
it's like I was like, oh shit, like it's been good, like
Yeah, I
this
was wondering
year.
if I should cut it or not. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, maybe cut it before going to Thailand.
Oh, they're gonna people beat me up?
No, I think it's okay.
Okay. Why? What are they gonna say? Something about my beard?
No, I'm just kidding. Like,
Okay.
it's just like making fun.
Yeah. I guess that maybe I have one last question, and then I guess we can
Okay,
end it off. How would you describe yourself?
Um.
Anyway.
Okay. So as a person, like I would describe myself. I'm very like and I feel like I have a lot of ego.
You have a lot of ego,
I
yeah.
have a lot of ego. So like I'm very like not like I'm very like selfish, not selfish, but like I do things like to my own benefit. Like I think about my own benefit.
Uh-huh.
But I also like to like I don't know like yeah that sounds pretty bad.
That's okay. I mean, like,
Sound
no.
pretty bad. I say this. Like I no like recently I feel like I need to start thinking more about other. Yeah, as a person, I think that's very important. You have to think more about other people, and you have to actually have a goal that not relate to yourself more.
Yeah.
So like that's one thing I wanna be able to do. Like do something just not for yourself sometimes.
Yeah.
Not sometimes, but like actually like have a goal, like a purpose
Yeah.
that not just for yourself, not just for yourself or your family, or just for your own purpose. So that's. But I still not there.
Yeah, man,
That
we're
is
all
like
working
I think
towards
that's
that.
something it's a good thing to have, right? Like yeah.
I mean, that's how you got to purple belt so fast. So you got strong egos. You just kind
I'm
of
like, I'm
breaking
already-
everybody's body parts on the leave everybody in your
No,
wreckage.
I think you are like saying
you
being
know.
nice to me because I didn't think I would get it that time, but I would expect him to give me like the next round, like maybe the 3 months later. I feel like maybe I should deserve it. When I got it, I'm like he's nice, like he's just nice, like
Maybe.
yeah. But I would describe, but like I changed
Overall,
a lot. Like
how do you describe
I think
yourself?
before I would be more emotional person when I
Uh-huh.
was young. I'm very emotional, like everything. Like I just go emotional. But now I'm I'm older, so I'm a logical person. I'm a logic, like using logic, and I don't get emotional at all. So
At all.
at
That's
all.
dangerous. Yeah, I was.
How do you describe yourself? I never heard.
It's
I never heard about it.
it's hard, but yeah, it's kind of hard. But like, I guess if somebody asked me how do I describe myself,
Yeah.
I think it would be hard for me to say too. But I think a lot of times if I say describe myself, I say I'm, first I would say I'm a Muslim.
Oh, okay.
Like that's kind of like the label that I give I give myself.
Yeah.
And then I say, and then sometimes I feel like I'm really American. I feel like an American.
Okay.
Like a lot of the just the way that I am, my humor, I guess a lot of my beliefs, I kind of very American. But then I'm also like very Algerian and Colombian, but I'm also like not those, and I'm like a combination of everything. So I would say I'm very. Like a lot of people describe themselves in different ways. Some people like use characteristics to describe themselves.
Actually,
Some people use like.
I like I did I ever ask you like what are you like? Did I ask you? No, I think.
I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, but I always think
I'd probably say American. Like if someone says what are you, I'm like I'm American.
It's like I have a friend when I first started the tempo the first semester. I have a good friend. Zayn, and he was black and white, half black and white, right? African American, and I think Hungary. So he's kind of look like you, like that, like like half, right?
Yeah.
So like when I first asked him like, "Oh, are you Mexican?" He got really mad. Like he didn't get mad, but he's like, "What?" Like he's like. He got mad, like, and after that, I started like not asking people like, "Oh, you." I'm sad not saying like, "Oh, you're Mexican," right?
Do you get offended when people ask you?
Like but when people ask me,
Yeah,
when people say like you're Chinese,
like
I don't, because like I feel like Asian look alike. Like I actually feel like Asian look alike. Like if like I would get offended if they say No, actually, I wouldn't. Like, but I guess Mexican and
Yeah.
is offended. But I don't know.
Yeah,
But
it's just different. It's like
yeah,
really
it's very different, right?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah, I have people think I'm Burmese.
Oh,
Burmese.
okay.
Yeah, I have people think I'm Chinese. Not a lot of people say I'm Vietnamese, but
Mm.
yeah, like yeah, but like it's hard to guess. Like
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard to guess.
Yeah. I think I wouldn't have known you're Thai and Japanese unless I
Yeah.
first met you. But
Like I would say I wouldn't be able to guess like if you say you're Algerian, like I wouldn't be able to say
yeah, nobody would.
no, yeah.
I've gotten everything, so
Yeah.
I'm just kind of I'm happy with it. But I like the way that you answer it. You kind of described yourself um, from your negative characteristics, but you also described yourself in a way that you want to improve. So I think that was
Yeah.
I like that.
No, I didn't know that you want to describe as
No, I
as
mean,
like
it's
a
fine.
religion or like a nationality.
No, I don't.
Like
I don't.
as a nationality, I feel like I'm like it doesn't really matter. Like because it's just a paper. Like you have like I mean it's matter. Like but you can change. Like I can become like if you're rich, you can actually buy other nationality.
Yeah.
I think you possibly like if you can buy with money or you can maybe marry someone and you change the nationality. So for me, nationality is not that big because you can change.
Yeah.
But like as like my ego, like my person, that's difficult to change. Like like I try to change, but it's not easy. But like there's a lot of things that you can't change about yourself. You have to actually work to change those. Like I say, like nationality, like religion, like even though you are Muslim, it's still like I feel like it's still close to Buddhist. It's still close to
absolutely.
It's not like totally different.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
maybe like some of it like the paper like the how they come from is different, but as a religion it's actually very close. So it's not to be like described, but I understand it's a good way to do. If you say you're Muslim, like I respect that. Like I really like that. Like because when people actually say that you are Muslim, you are Buddhist, but you're not actually like following the path, right? It's not really like
I mean, I'm not saying I'm perfect, Like,
yeah, no, but
I make plenty of mistakes.
But that's mean you actually care about that.
Yeah.
You know, but yeah, I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
I appreciate that. Yeah, dude. All right, man. thanks for coming on the podcast before you left me forever. I know. So, like I said, you're leaving.
It's gonna be sad.
Yeah.
Sad.
What day are you leaving?
Leaving Saturday.
Saturday. Oh man, dude. All right.
Yeah, I've been packing all week, man.
Dang, dude.
It's a tough week.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on the podcast.
Yeah, thank you for doing this and having fun.
Yeah, man. Thanks. Yeah, we'll definitely have to hang out right before you leave, and then I'll go visit you in Thailand in a couple weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, but just if you wanna like share anything that's going on to the audience about what's going on in your life, if you want to say anything, maybe share your Instagram.
Sure.
Tell them what your Instagram handle is.
Yeah, my Instagram not so much right now, so
that's right. Ken Sama.
Yeah, maybe just have a tag me.
Yeah, I'll tag you.
Yeah, because like this is all yours, viewer. I don't, but I would say like just follow this episode, next episode, like coming up. The blur line, just keep following. And I know Lamzi has a lot of good view, and he's a good guy, and but I think we have to keep it short, maybe.
Yeah.
And the long, like I said, trying to listen to your podcast, like look at it like 2 hours. Like I'm like, I don't have that much time. Yeah. I'm just gonna skip to like the middle and just see what's going on. And like I end up watching it like maybe 30 minutes, but like 2 hours. Like,
dude, that's okay. Like,
but
honestly,
I like that. I like that you don't care about the time. It's good though. It's good.
Yeah, I try not to worry about it. I just want to talk and have a good time.
Just have
If you watch 30 minutes, that's fine. If you watch like 2 minutes, that's cool. If you watch the whole thing,
it's like
thank you. I really respect if you if you watch the whole thing. Thank you so much for the support.
Yeah.
But either way, just I'm just enjoying the process of
it's fun. Yeah, I think actually I even like think like I have a friend who you might be interested to talk about But it was about the blur when you say about the blur line, because he's a Pakistan, half Japanese, half Pakistan.
Oh, cool.
And he grew up in Pakistan and grew up in Japan as well, like kind of like similar to me. But he has more like I don't know, like he told me like more like he has like bullied, got bullied because of the because he looked different.
Everybody has different experiences.
Yeah, like so like I was like, oh, that would be like good story. Like I like those kind of things was very specific, right? So
yeah, I mean, you have a good story too. I mean, I really like the fact that your background, you don't focus so much on your nationality so much, but you really like focus on yourself. I like when you said how you describe yourself. You said you didn't say like I'm Thai, or you didn't say I'm Japanese, or you said I'm. You said like I like how you said the negative qualities about yourself first, and then said how you want to get better.
Yeah.
And I think that's a pretty respectable thing to say. So.
Yeah. That's. Thank you, man.
Thank
you for doing this.
All right, that concludes the third episode of the Blurred Line podcast. Thanks, guys, for watching. Arigatou gozaimasu. お疲れ様です。